morning, good afternoon, and good evening, whenever and wherever you. And welcome back to the beta plans. We return to Hearts of Iron IV and Byzantium. And did you know that the Hindenburg had a leak? Well, luckily they discovered it just in time. Good thing, otherwise a disaster would have happened. But, well, luckily, it has been averted. Close call. We also have reclaimed Illyria, and it shall be ours, we say, towards Albania. Hopefully they will accept, because I kind of don't want the war. I kind of want, for once, people to fear me and just say, okay, we will give in. Just because that feels good. And they have given in! Look at it! They have just given in, despite the fact that Italy guaranteed them. Albania just gave in, and we own Albania. There's no pop-up for it, though. Well, this is a mod, you know, you can't have everything. But that is freaking awesome. We just gained Albania for free. That's crazy, yo. That's crazy talk. Well, and we gained thereby also an extra seaport, which is kind of good because we kind of had a few of them. Did we gain 3 of those? Oh, I by accident dismissed the lack of strategic resources. And the one that we mainly miss right now is steel, strangely enough. I find it a bit strange, considering we have steel in our empire, but apparently not good enough. I apparently did not organize this army correctly. All of you, protect the border with Romania, because that will probably be our next target. Either that or Turkey. But Albania just surrendered without us going to war with Italy. That's pretty freaking awesome. That is a good turn of events. You know, we could go for free trade, good of more output and less research time, but I just realized we're already lacking steel, so that's probably not a good idea right now. Military factory and dockyards. No, that's not really that good. Monthly opinion. Could be nice. We could go for already daily improvement of the army, or no, that's far off yet before we need an electrical company. Yeah, because we're good in artillery. Artillery and normal divisions are pretty good, and we will get fighters most likely instead of naval bombing, because naval bombing I'm not that good in myself. Air experience again. I'm just looking at what we have for later. Convoy rating or naval speed. Army offense and army defense. Yeah, so the people of the military staff in comparison to Greece hasn't changed much, if perhaps at all. And some of them are a bit on the weak sauce. Ooh, this is different though. Yeah, they now have an industrial one. I think normally they only have an electrical. So there has been some changes. Motorization, artillery design, and small arm designs. Yeah, so some changes have been made to this. Awesome. That's a much better, because you can't have a normal armor company and they only give minus 10% research thing. But this also gives reliability. That makes it very good for our tanks. Considering that we have this tank thing, and do we also have artillery just research time? Alright. And the airplane companies are quite general. So we are pretty good at tanks. We should keep that in mind when we are looking for the land doctrines that we want to use. Well, this is awesome. Italy has just lost Albania, because Albania does not think they can be saved by Italy, and they can't in a sense, because we would run them over before Italy would arrive. Okay. No, we don't need that. We need to reform the government. Well, we don't need to, but we want to. Air war or land war? I think we are going to do a lot of land war. And these guys don't give... The fact why this guy is good is because he accrues points over time. That army experience gains daily is why I'm considering him right now. Over that compassionate gentleman. And the war industrialist... I wish I could... Could I see another government? I think I can. Yeah. This guy... Here, this one. The captain of industry. civilian factory, infrastructure and refinery, or you can also get other stuff that is captain of industry that isn't, by the way, something of the... no. Sorry about that, that isn't an... well, gosh darn it, what are they called? War industrialists, thank you. This is the captain of industry, and he helps with civilian factory build, and I like that a lot. That's very good for the beginning. After that you want to switch, but we cannot switch because we don't have the option to switch. And we are not building a lot of military factories yet, nor dockyards, so he is pointless right now. So I am gonna go indeed with a military first. And we will gain enough, well, political power thanks to our silent workhorse. This one is always good, a silent workhorse. 15% political power gain. How much is that, do you ask? Well, that's about 0.5 bonus considering, and the Reign of Terror and his bonus. Ooh. Byzantium, Georgos Papandreou. Yeah, that's not entirely done correctly. Because it's also Alexandros Papandiamantopoulos instead of Georgos Papandreou. So there are some things in this mod that need a wee bit improving, but you know, I'm already pretty happy that we can play as Byzantium, have this awesome flag, get all these claims. I wish I could have done it as normal Greece and then changed my thing to Byzantium, but doing it this way is still freaking awesome. Turkey, we are looking at you. Romania, we are looking at you. But first, we are going to go for infrastructure. Get our extra research slot, because I think we even are eligible for the extra research slot, the second one, when we get there. We need more than 50 factories. Currently we own 35. Well, I may be a little bit hasty about saying that we will make that. In fact, because of that, let's cancel out some of those dockyards and focus even more on military factories and what have you not. Because that would be pretty good. Cannot build a dockyard there anyways, so hench, that would be good. Here we can build a ton of stuff extra. Get me some military factories and what have you not. Guess we are going to build a few. I'm also considering, have we just built enough for 6? Okay, so we have built one extra. Should we need something for, well, more trade? But let's build another one in Constantinople. There we go. Alright, and we apparently have some extra planes available to us again? Yes, we do. But there are only 2. It's not like a tremendous amount have been added to our arsenal. I thought we were also building into bombers, are we not? No, we have not a single factory on this. We all have, like, we want a production line on it, so let's also make this one. But it's not like crazy. And I don't want to build like crazy amount of these guys because they are going to be replaced. And replacing, unlike with upgrading your light tanks, for instance. By the way, can we not build light tank 2 already? How far away? Oh, 100 days, not not by a long shot. Upgrading the tanks, all your divisions get upgraded with a newer model. Airplanes don't do it. You first have to disband the wing, then it's totally different. By the way, interesting that Austria is on our border. Austria, don't you like us? No, you actually have a different ideology because you have, that's kind of interesting in Austria, 48% is non-aligned and 50% is fascist, but the non-aligned party is the one that currently is in power, and it was actually the fascist party that caused more or less, I should say, they paved the way for the Anschluss, the joining of Austria with the German Reich. Amelia Earhart circumnavigates the globe. The famous aviator Amelia Earhart, known to many as the Queen of the Air, has completed a flight around the world together with her navigator, Fred Noonan. After a brief scare, the pair temporarily got lost while approaching Howland Islands in the Pacific. The flight proceeded without incident, and this morning the Lockheed Electron touched down in Oakland, California. A ceremony is to be held in the White House next week, where Earhart is to be personally congratulated for her feat by the president. Unlike the real world, where unfortunately Amelia Earhart crashed. What do we need? We have a surplus of everything. And we have unfulfilled... Oh, no. No. We do not have a surplus. Romania is not giving what we want. Probably because they changed their economy or whatever, you know. Let's ask... Well, not Russia. It does help if you... Let's ask Iraq. Yeah, closer to Iran. And we need to be careful about Iran before they start becoming Persia. Because we did incorporate that in here. How many divisions does Turkey own, I wonder? 30 to 50. Ouch! That's more than we own. Which is already normal with Greece, but that is a lot more than we own. But infrastructure, we really want to get to extra researching. And it wouldn't be bad to just, you know, calm down a bit. While the moment, or the number that I've generated, well, world tension was 10% by Byzantium, and the number was red. We were really the bully of the world, and people were like, hey, stop it. So, let's cool it down a bit. The Marco Polo Bridge incident. Japanese and Chinese forces have skirmished inconclusively over the strategic Marco Polo Bridge located just southwest of Beijing. China has accepted full responsibility for the incident, forwarding an apology to Japan, as well as agreeing to extensive territorial concessions. This has surprised many experts who had predicted that the border tension would erupt in a full-blown war. Does this mean lasting peace in Asia? Holy heck, that is different than what happened in the world. They gave all of this to Japan. What the? Japan owns Beijing. Holy heck. Now China can actually also become a puppet of Japan. There is this focus for it. Let me look that up for you. Oh, they've gone with war with China, despite the concessions. Well, that is unfortunate for China. Where is it? Ah, there you are. Chinese puppet. China becomes a puppet. China may decline, but it can happen. And if you get that as Japan, holy heck, that's good. Then you don't even need this incident to go your way. You will just get a massive puppet. Because now I do not know if these are non-core. Yeah, see, they're non-core states. Spiritual mobilization, nice, and extensive conscription for Japan. But they are non-core states. You rather want them be owned by puppeted China. Well, interesting development. The current Stalin constitution. Oh, he's going that way. Alright. Interesting. And normally he goes, I think, through collectivist propaganda. Oh well. You hate us? Okay, you hate us. Why is this red? That must be a slight little error in the game. You must love us. That's weird. Alright, well, whatever. So, Romania. I'm wondering, how many divisions do you own? 37 to 55. That's more our number. But, yeah, we already don't want to do it because the divisions are still preparing and large river crossing, but at least is not an inferior enemy as we had so constantly the advantage to have. This will be a much more difficult push versus Romania, which is why we're building up. We're slowing down a wee bit. And Romania can get into quite a war with Hungary and with Russia, who wants then Bessarabia and I think this little state, Bukovina. Which also I think, yeah, generally I always thought it was part of Poland, but the claims seem to be gone. I don't know how that works. Anyways, they can get into a scuffle because Hungary has claims on this, North Transylvania. Actually, it also has claims on Vojvodina. But, well, that's going to be a bit more difficult for them to attack right now, huh? Now that they are part of Byzantium, as they are a puppet of us. But they can get into a scuffle, and that can make Romania weak in the back, like we can backstab them as they move troops away. Normally Romania does win that war in general, but unfortunately Hungary tends to join the Axis at that time that they declare that war. Actually, our doctrines are cheaper cost. We should consider going for doctrines. All frontline battalions plus 20% soft attack. What do we want to go? I do tend to like superior firepower doctrine, which is mainly focused on artillery, as you can already kind of see. Here's all infantry and motorized and mechanized infantry. Leg infantry, organization being how well they do. Here is then the first tanks advantage. Tanks and armor variant, breakthrough. That's army heart attack in general. There's the tanks and armor stuff. And here's a bit of tank. But I kind of wonder what if we would go for mobile warfare doctrine. More or less this is Germany. Blitzkrieg. It's a German term. This is more or less Germany. This is more or less America, I reckon. Artillery firepower. Grand battle plan. This is more or less France with... oh, it gives entrenchment bonuses. The Maginot line. And this is Russia. Mass assault. Reinforce forever. And just do massive people. I kind of am looking into this one. Mechanized and motorized. Mass motorization. All infantry and motorized. Alright. Organization plus 10. So this is really good to get rid of the horses. Though they do have suppression bonus. Never forget that. This is for tanks. This is for motorized and mechanized. This is only for tanks. Here's motorized and mechanized as well. All infantry. You get infantry also a little bit of a bonus. Recruitable population. Awesome. More non-discriminatory description. I like that. Simple. And more werewolf guerrillas. Effective partisans. That's not very good. Tanks. Backhand blow. I don't know what that means, but it's just a tactic. And this is organization. I don't like this part, or desperate defense is indeed a little bit desperate. This is for all lag infantry. Tanks. I don't know which. Because this is maximum entrenchment, planning. All infantry. I might want to go this route and then this route. Stay on the left side of airland battle. Because I do also like air support. And perhaps you can go into shock and awe, which is really an American strategy. Recon company bonus. Ooh, tanks, infantry, and oh, that's a lot of stuff. I may want to go into shock and awe, but I don't know if we have, if that is the way to route to go. Or for mobile doctrine and then go into blitzkrieg, and then we need to see here if we might just, well, I don't know, go this or into mobile infantry. But I kind of think of going with tanks, because this gives tanks a bonus, and we do have that good tank factory. But to base it just on that, you do want just a good doctrine in general. We'll have to see. Why was I already looking that we don't have a research spot? I don't know. And Yugoslavia is building units again. Very good, and it's actually also building factories. Yeah, we could be assaulted from all sides. Germany can demand Slovenia. Italy can become, well, less annoying now that Albania is gone. It's mainly we could wage war for Rhodos over here, as we have a claim on it, and I do believe that, yeah, Yugoslavia has a claim on Istria. So if we ever go to war with Italy, we know what we want, so to speak. It's getting close to 38. We're going to go with the electrics company. I already told you once, I will show you what it is. Electrical research, minus 10%. Electrical research takes a frick ton of time most of the times. But with that, it is doable, and that electrical research is also what grants you the ability to research quicker. So that is why I kind of like to focus on it. I'm surprised how slow we are with building units though. But perhaps this campaign is going just so crazily fast and I should not be so pissy about it. Oh, this is going to go into a high demand once those tank divisions come out. Yeah, we are still building up our nation. Perhaps I'm just being a little bit aggressive. And actually, thanks to keeping Slovenia, Yugoslavia alive, I don't know why I'm calling it Slovenia. Probably because I have a very good friend who lives there. Well, we also have more or less indirect control of their ships, which is kinda nice. Yeah, this is going to be troublesome to punch through. By the way, we haven't set you a front line. I want you, if we go to war... Oh, whoa. Don't do that. Do this. I constantly do that wrong. I don't know why. I have a problem, I know. I want you to conquer like this. Get some victory points. Do not push up too far. Keep this line samey, and then we have a chance, I reckon. And this is about the area I want, because I want Ruthenia. And, well, we will get some other stuff for free. And then, after that, we might actually consider letting Bulgaria go and making it a puppet state of ours. So that, well, we will get full manpower from it. Then again, now that we're building up the factories in there, we may not ever have the chance to let it go. Become too important. It will become part of us. Yeah, I'm still surprised that... Sorry. I clicked the airport. Click the airport again. That this hasn't become a state of ours. Like, nobody owns claims to Macedonia anymore, or Montenegro, and still... Well, like, hey, we have claims here. Though Montenegro and Macedonia, well, Kosovo and all that stuff, Albanese ethnicity minorities live in this area, and who have suffered horrible offense in the war with the Serbians, and, well, the Serbians also... Oh... And the Bosnians and the Croatians, and the war. This war here happened in Yugoslavia was horrific, and it was not good. No war is good in general, don't get me wrong, but here. Oh, looky there! The United Kingdom announces Balkan diplomatic initiative. The United Kingdom is not alone in seeing the threat rising in Central Europe. With their status as an independent nation guaranteed by the now challenging Treaty of Versailles, all with fascist power and their aggressive rhetoric claiming right to their territory, several states have been the need to lead a pro-British policy. The United Kingdom has responded to this development by redoubling their diplomatic efforts in the region. The United Kingdom is preparing their strategy. That's it. Oh, 2 seconds. There's Japan declaring war on Sankshi, so I assume this is soon going to follow. Woo! That's fortified Iraq. That's Gibraltar. Hold on, I will look at that in a moment. Where is your Balkan strategy? And that's definitely because we have gone fascist. Where is it? Mediterranean Bastion. The Balkan strategy, there we go. Romania gets an opinion boost. Yugoslavia gets an opinion boost. Greece gets an opinion boost, but doesn't exist anymore. And Bulgaria and Hungary get a penalty, which are normally the countries that lean towards fascism. That's kind of funny. Alright. And then there is the Anti-Comintern Pact, issued by Hitler at a certain point. Germany proposed that we sign a pact recognizing that the aim of the Communist International, known as the Comintern, is to disintegrate and to subdue existing states by all means as it comes at its command. Convinced that the toleration of interference by the Communist International is the internal affairs of the nations not only endangers their internal peace and social well-being, but is a menace to the peace of the world, desirous of cooperating in the defense against communist subversive activities. A lot of very expensive words. More or less, Germany wants us to put up a big-ass middle finger against Russia. Join it. Because currently, Russia will hate us for this, by the way. Russia is not a happy camper that we did this. But we are all fascists, so we can better align ourselves with Germany. Alright? They really like us right now. That could be a good thing. So we have signed the Comintern Pact. No national focus set. Well, we are definitely going to set one right now. And that is extra research slot. And I don't think we will get to the second research slot in time. Or will we will have to finish before we have 50 factories, so we will have to do something else. Are we going to go with attacking Romania already? Seems too quick to me. Oh, there are the two mountain divisions they just landed in that province. That's why I never saw them properly. And there is Japan declaring war on Shaanxi, which is this nation, by the way, if you're wondering. But it seems that China, yeah, also at war with Japan. Here is Chiang Kai-shek. If I pronounce it entirely right, I don't know. But Chiang Kai-shek, and there is Shaanxi. Shaanxi, China, and also... Oh, that is Manchukuo. Manchukuo being the, well, puppet state of Japan. They haven't formed yet the United Asian Front, which means that Xibei Xiaomei, Yunnan, and the Xiangxing clique hasn't joined yet against Japan. We will see if they will do so. But I think that is for our next episode. We need to think about our own strategy. Because, well, we are at least recognized by Britain. Very important to note. I'll say thank you for watching, and remember, great peril yields great beauty.